What's up, guys? So Guinevere just got a buff, and honestly, I didn't even notice it at first. I only saw it from a post. In this game, I had no idea she was buffed before I picked her, but in-game, I realized her enhanced basic attacks come out way faster. That's actually the buff. Instead of needing 4 hits from her basic attacks plus skills 1 and 2 to trigger the enhanced basic, now you only need 3. But in exchange, the magic power bonus was reduced, and also her skill 1 slow effect was cut in half. So, I don't know if it's really a buff since it came with 2 nerfs, but according to the developers, it is a buff. Though, only Guinevere mains can actually tell if it's really a buff. Cause for me, I think it's more of an adjustment since they actually nerfed some of Guinevere's other attributes. If not just an adjustment, maybe it's only a slight buff. I even wanted to try a new build, like going for Feather of Heaven. But I can't really risk experimenting right now since I'm close to Mythical Immortal. I'm already practicing the hero, and if I start messing around with builds too, there's no chance I'll win like that. It's been a while since I last used Guinevere, and she actually feels really strong in certain hero matchups. Just like in this game, I was literally cooking while playing. Yeah, I was cooking rice. But I was also cooking Tammuz here. Honestly, I think Guinevere was already strong even before this buff, so I can't really say for sure if this is truly a buff. One thing's certain though, it's definitely a good adjustment, especially if you miss your second skill, since now it's easier to get an enhanced basic attack, and you can build up 3 stacks on the enemy much faster. That way, you can still knock them airborne with your ultimate even if your second skill misses. But despite all that, we still lost this game. So I played again, and what I noticed is that Guinevere feels a lot easier to use now. She can even destroy Yujin without much trouble. Enemies will really struggle against Guinevere if they don't have skills like Purify, heroes such as Masha and Argus, or the Purify spell itself. A lot of players are using Vengeance, but it's not enough, just like what happened to Tammuz earlier. Thanks to Guinevere's spell vamp, the damage reflected by Vengeance just gets offset. Sure, you might reduce her damage a bit, but wouldn't it be better to just go Purify? If you don't want to run Purify, then you're forced to build early magic defense. That's fine if Radiant Armor is already part of your core build, but if you're a damage type hero, you're at a disadvantage. And even if you do pick up Radiant Armor, Guinevere can just go Divine Glaive early to counter it. Honestly, if you really want to deal with Guinevere, the best option is to play safe and use high mobility heroes, assuming you don't want to use Masha or Argus. Personally, I find it harder to face a good Guinevere player than most meta heroes, because their mastery of the hero makes her way scarier. Some people might say I'm glazing Argus and Masha. Nope. It's just that they really have the tools to counter Guinevere, and I've already explained why. Just like in my first game, despite all my efforts, and even though I completely destroyed my lane opponent, it doesn't really matter if you've got trash teammates. So yeah, I said I'm close to reaching Mythical Immortal, but it's been nothing but losses. From now on, I'm gonna get serious. Or better yet, I just hope my earlier teammates end up on the enemy side. Ruby can counter Guinevere's second skill with perfect timing, but you can't always pull that off. Since Guinevere can now stack much faster, even if she misses her second skill, she can recover way easier compared to before. So this is the emblem I'm using, and I suggest it if your lane opponent is tanky, which usually happens since that's the meta right now. Master Assassin really helps a lot because it lets you burst them down with your ultimate. But if your lane opponent is more of a damage type, I think Pull Yourself Together can also be a good talent, since you can already burst them with your ultimate even without Master Assassin. thought I was dead there, but thankfully Ruby spared me. So if you're doing the second skill plus flicker combo, your timing has to be just right. Not too fast and not too slow. For me, it's not that easy to pull off. There are really times when I mess up the timing. Out of 10 tries, I'd say only around 7 or 8 are perfect. But you can definitely master it if you keep playing Guinevere consistently. Just like here, watch closely what I'm about to do. I think my timing was right, I just didn't hit anyone. But hey, I was only baiting there so Tigreal could make an insane set, and just look at how the enemies got completely wiped out. Finally, I got the win, and after this game, I'm at 98 stars, so I'm really close to Mythical Immortal. Looks like this is the hero that's gonna take me there. By the way, guys, for my item build, just check it out in the match results. That's exactly why I always show the results at the end of my videos, so you can copy the build if you want. Because every game, the item prioritization changes, the build path changes. That's why it's important for you to see what I specifically built in that match. As you already know, there's no such thing as a fixed build. If your build is fixed and you don't adjust it depending on the enemy and the situation, then you still have a lot to improve. I'm sure you guys know how to notice which item I prioritize each game, right? In this game, my lane opponent was Julian, and even in the early game, the gap between us in terms of level and gold was already huge. It really feels like my teammates from the previous game are now on the enemy side, 'cause man, they were playing so dumb. At this part, I could really feel Guinevere's buff since she triggered her enhanced basic attacks twice in such a short period of time. That's why I want to try Feather of Heaven, so her enhanced basic attacks can come out even faster. I honestly feel like Moonton is finally giving me a chance to reach Mythical Immortal. The enemies I'm getting now are the same type as my dumb teammates earlier, and I really hope that's the case every game. You know that feeling when your teammates are so useless that you just wish they were on the enemy team next match so you could crush them? Yeah, I feel that every single day. Anyway, this could have been my last game to finally reach Mythical Immortal, but I ran into an issue. My phone storage got full around 40 seconds into the match. I had to delete some old videos that I'd already uploaded, and because of that I was gone for almost 2 minutes. When I came back, luckily I still wasn't dead. Honestly, bots are way more reliable than most players. If I actually reach Mythical Immortal after this game, that's pretty interesting. Because I'm still under 500 matches this season, and I've been practicing a lot of non-meta heroes and unorthodox roles. Turns out Guinevere was the key all along to get me there. But honestly, I could have reached it way earlier if I just spammed Masha. Then there's my other account where I get tons of haters commenting that I'm smurfing whenever I'm not using Masha. They're honestly the funniest ones. Now that my smurf is also over 70 stars, what can they even say? And on my main account, I'm using all sorts of heroes. What can they even say? They always make me laugh, and it feels so good to prove how worthless their words really are. I thought I was gonna steal that kill for a triple, but too bad. When I dove in, I almost had to pull off the recall technique, but good thing I had Winter Crown. It's honestly so satisfying to watch this kind of view. I hope it inspires you guys that even as a solo player, even if you're not using meta heroes, and even if you're just an EXP laner like me, if I, someone who also spends time making content, was able to reach Mythical Immortal, then for sure you can do it too. I know you can, as long as you apply all the tips I've been sharing. But of course, I still played more because I wanted to try her in the jungle, and she actually works really well there too. I just missed that second skill plus flicker combo though. But honestly, if you keep messing up that combo anyway, then you might as well just play her in the jungle. And in this game, I had one of the best combo partners for Guinevere, Carmilla. You'll see just how broken this combo can get. Who do you think that damage came from? And Purify is useless against Carmilla's ultimate, because even if you use it, the damage will still go through. Special shout out to all the top global and epical immortal members of this channel, and of course to all the other members as well. That badge really looks awesome. And did you know you can actually get the immortal badge here even without playing?